Hello friends, welcome to another session of e-learning in Panchkal, and today we will be continuing with revision of Sweden Karm, and specifically we will be covering Agni Swed and in that Pind Swed. In the previous lecture we learned about various classification of Sweden Karm, and Agni Swed is one which is based on use of Agni in the methods of inducing Swed. It is one of the Dvivid Bhed classifications, and Acharya Charak has given 13 types which are included in Chaturvid Swed classification of Sushruta Samhita. The Trayodash Agni Swed, as mentioned by Charak Samhita, are Sankar, Prastar, Nadi, Parishek, Avgah, Jaintak, Ashmagni, Karshu, Kuti, Bhu, Kumbhika, Poob, and Bhola. Sankar Swed is a type of fermentation which is done with the help of a bolus or pind. In this method, fermentation is done with the help of a bolus prepared of the prescribed drugs, which may or may not be covered with a cloth piece. The next question which comes to mind is, what are the drugs which will be used for Sankarsved? As we will study in the next slides, that there is a classification based on the properties of the medicine, which is Snigdha, Snigdha and Ruksh. According to the type and the condition of the patient, we can use various drugs. For example, in Ruksha Sankar Swed, hot solid substances such as sand, brick and stone etc. or pieces of cow, pushtra, varaha etc. can be used. Similarly, in Snigdha Sankar Swed, thick gruel prepared from the substances like til, mash, citric fruits such as jambir, rice like navara rice or sati chawal can be used. In the Snigdha Ruksha types, various leaves of the plants can be used, for example, in Patrapinda Swed. Sankar Swed is classified into Snigdha, Snigdha Ruksh, and Ruksh types, and the slide displays what it includes. From here onwards, we will be discussing various types of Sankar Swed and their methodology. We will begin with Patrapinda Swed, which is a type of Snigdha or Snigdha Ruksh Sankar Swed and is also included in Ushma Swed. The term Patrapind means patra, that is leaves, or pind, that is a bolus. It is done by a specially prepared bolus made of fresh leaves and other medicines. As we studied earlier, every therapy should be divided into Trivid Karm, that is Purv, Pradhan and Paschat. Purv Karm will include all the medicines and material required in every case. So medicines and material required for Patrapind Swed are as described in the slide. Fresh leaves grated of Ark, Amlika, Nirgundi, Datura, Shigru and Erand. Powder of Shatawa, Methika, scrapings of coconut, prescribed oil, garlic, coconut, etc. Materials which will be required are cloth pieces, thread, earthen pan, stove, towels, abhyanga table, lighter, apron, etc. Next part of Purkar will include preparation of the pind. In this, all the medicines, that is leaves and powders, etc., are taken together in a pan and mixed with nimb or the prescribed tail and heated mildly. This heat should be given until the leaves start releasing their juices. The fried mixture is then divided into equal parts and transferred into the cloth pieces and fastened with thread to form two balls with handles. Weight of each pind or potli thus formed should be about 200 to 250 grams, because if heavier it becomes difficult for the technician to perform the therapy. The pradhankam will include the preparation or the Application of the fomentation to the patient's body. At first, warm oil or kuzambu is applied over the affected part of the patient's body, and the warm bolus is taken and massaged on the affected part with gentle tapping force. Care is to be taken that at no time the massaging should become inconvenient or cause discomfort to the patient or may lead to burns. To avoid this, the boluses heated are tapped on the technician's hand just behind the thumb to check for the temperature and then applied on the patient's body. Minimum two Portleys are required if one technician is performing the treatment, and out of these two, one should be kept in the vessel over low heat for a few minutes to keep it ready, while the other is used to perform fermentation. To avoid charring of the balls, the vessel should contain sufficient quantity of the prescribed oil. As soon as the bolus, which is being used to apply fermentation, starts getting cold, it is replaced with the one which is warm in the vessel. For Sarvang Patrapind Swed, this process should be repeated without interruptions for 45 to 60 minutes. Once the massage is complete, patient should be cleaned by wiping off the extra oil using a napkin or a clean towel. Immediate bathing is not advised and patient should be requested to take bath after minimum 1 hour has passed. Patrapind Swed is useful in conditions where there is visheshan of a Vat dosh. It relieves pain in muscle sprain. It is useful in conditions involving cuff and arm along with Vat. It can be used in various skin diseases like psoriasis. Useful in treatment of peripheral neuritis, pain, swelling, arthritis, tendinitis, bronchitis, etc. Next type of treatment is Valuka Potli Swed, which is a Ruksh kind of Sankar Swed and is done by specially prepared bolus or bundle made by using sand or Valuka. Amongst medicine and material required in Valuka Swed, we will need medicines Valuka and Sandhav. Material required will be same as that of Patrapind Swed, and oil is to be used only if prescribed, or such kind of oil which can be used in Amavastha, for example, Sandhavadi Tel, Laghu Vishkar Tel, etc. The process of application of fermentation through Valuka Swed is also similar to Patrapind Swed, barring the fact that not a lot of oil is used and only a small layer is applied to the vessel to avoid charring of the boluses. It is applied on the body part with gentle force and may be kept for longer times than that of Patrapind Swed. The instructions for continuation of treatment and cleaning of body are also same as that of Patrapind Swed. And after the massage is complete, the body part is cleaned by a dry towel so that any sand which has come on the skin may be cleaned. Immediate bathing is again not advisable for at least 1 hour. It is a very useful modality for cases of Amvat and other similar Vat Vyadhi which have Samavastha or have involvement of Kapha dosh predominantly. It is also very useful in conditions which are painful and edematous. Another predominant form of Sankar Swed being used is Churna Pind Swed, which can be Ruksha, Snigdha or Snigdha Ruksha in nature, depending upon the ingredients and the mode of application. In this, the potli are prepared from various herbal powders, and if used only as a dry mixture, it can be used for Rukshan as well. It is famous in South India by the name Podikisi. Some of the important medicines which can be used in Churnapindaswed are Methika, Shatpushpa, Kulat, Devdaru, Erand, Pol, Haridra, Rasna, Krishnatil, Jatamansi, Sandhav, etc. And material required is same as that in Patarpind Swed or Valuka Potli Swed. For preparation, all the medicines are taken together in form of a fine powder in a earthen pan and mixed with a small quantity of prescribed oil and heated mildly, and the mixture thus fried is divided into equal parts and transferred into the cloth pieces and fastened with the help of threads in the form of a bolus with handle. Oil is used only if snigdha ruksha or snigdha form of churnapind swed is to be given. If it is to be used for rukshan or ruksha form of swedan, then oil is not required. The procedure is similar to that of Valuka Pind Swed, and just like Valuka Swed, it can also be performed by the patient themselves at home. The added advantage is it is having medicinal properties of the herbs which are used to give Swedan. It is useful in Sam or Kaphanubandhi Vatvyadi like Amvat as well as in pure Vatas disorders. It can be used in spondylitis, in obesity, gridresi and other neurological disorders. It is also very useful in extremely painful and edematous conditions. Shashtik Shali or Shali Shashtik Pind Swed is a form of Snigdha Sankar Swed and is very Brihan in nature. It is done by specially prepared boluses which are formed by using sati or navra rice. Medicines which are required for Shashtik Shali Pind Swed is sati chawal or navra rice, balamul, ashwagandha mool, milk and prescribed oil. Material required is same as that of previously discussed Sankar Swed. For preparation, initially bala or ashwagandha mool kwath is prepared in a quantity of approximately 2 liters. Out of this, half of the kwath is taken out and mixed with equal amount of milk and heated separately. The navara rice thus cleaned and cooked in the mixture of balamul kwath and milk till the liquid part gets completely evaporated. The medicines in the decoction can be changed according to requirement. For example, if there is involvement of Rakta or Raktavas rotas, then Manjishta etc. can be used. The prepared mixture is then taken out in on the cloth pieces and potlis are prepared. Rest of the kwath and milk mixture is heated on low flame to begin the treatment. The procedure is same as that of Patrapind Swed, barring the fact that Chalishashtik Pind Swed forms a fine layer of mixture of rice, kwath and milk over the patient's body. During this treatment, it is very essential to take care that the body should not get cooled down as the layer of milk and rice which is smeared on the patient's body tends to cool down very rapidly. It should be done for 40 to 60 minutes and for 15 to 20 minutes for a part of body. The strokes of the bundle should be circular or oval all over the body and clockwise in direction. It can be done in all the 7 or the 2 postures of Abhyang, and once the treatment is over, the fine layer which is formed over the body is gently scraped off and the patient is cleaned with hot wet towel. This procedure can be done for 7, 14, 21 or 28 days according to the requirement. It is very useful in Vatas disorders, neuromuscular disorders, Pakshaghat, etc. Annalepan is a treatment which is similar to Shalishashtik in this way. In this treatment, a bolus is not formed in a cloth, but the mixture of cooked rice in milk is directly applied over the body and is brihan in nature.
With this, we conclude today's session, and in next session we will continue with other Agni Swed and Niragni Swed. Thank you.